It's that time of year. Summertime. Summertime. And I have some updates for. Oh my goodness. There's probably a reason that was made for a three-year-old girl. But I still got my boogie board. Good old Bruce right here. Anyway, it is summer. So that means this is the last update for the parents and guardians of Iron Youth. So thank you so much for joining us. And I do have a lot of updates to give you. So let's go through the rundown here. First, we'll be talking about the 3Gs, the Gather, Game, and Give. And then we're going to talk about Weekend Serve, the 2 separate weekends for that. Then I'm going to talk about some feedback from you guys. And finally, we're going to be talking about next year, the 2021/22 school year. So let's jump into this like we're jumping into a pool, shall we? Hopefully you can swim. But Gather, Game, and Give. Very simple. It's not. I mean, this is a weekly gathering in June and July. So we're going to be doing it every week in June and July. Senior high is going to be Sunday nights, 5 p.m. to 7. And junior high is going to be Monday nights, 5 p.m. to 7. The only thing that's going to change is where we're going to be and what we're going to be doing. But the day and time is always going to be the same. So, and sometimes it's supposed to be very casual. So sometimes it's going to be like, oh, hey, by the way, we're going to be here next week. I have a plan for some of the weeks just based on what I see for logistics and timing. But otherwise, it possibly could change even as we're going through. And that's why, we're either going to be gathering, just hanging out together, doing some kind of activity, or we're going to be playing games of some kind, or we're going to be serving in some way. So I do know the first one is for both senior and junior high is going to be at my house. We're going to have a campfire as long as weather allows. Probably hot dogs, s'mores, simple things. Again, just casual hanging out, talking and things like that. Just having an avenue for students to connect with each other and everything. So if you need directions to my place, please just let me know. But the one question that I have for the calendar is the Sunday night for Father's Day. So of course, if it's interfering with family plans, just don't have your student come. Right now I'm planning on having the senior high on June 20th, Father's Day. So I don't like to be changing things around and be like, oh, this week it's going to be changed or stuff like that. If no one shows up, that's totally fine. That's up to you. But I feel like if we do have people show up, we're probably going to be doing some kind of service of some kind for the fathers. I don't know if that's like making some kind of card or something like that. It's not going to be like, I don't want it to be like a kindergarten craft, but I also don't want to organize this big thing of like a bunch of yard work for something that might be low key because of the nature of the day. So that's just a side note for June 20th. But otherwise, yes, we're going to be gathering together every week. So that is Gather, Game, and Give for you. Next, I want to talk about Weekend Serve, or Weekends Serve, because there's one for junior high and there's one for senior high. So again, the junior high is going to be July 9th through 11th. So that's the weekend right before VBS. And then senior high is going to be the first full weekend of August. So that's August 6th through the 8th. And what we're going to be doing, here's the schedule right now. This is tentative to change, but I want to keep it as simple as possible. So the plan right now is for Friday night for both of these. I'm going to try to keep the schedule the same for both weekends. It's just what we do within that is going to be different. So Friday night for both of them, you'll get here at 6 p.m. We're not going to have a meal for Friday night. But what we'll do is we'll talk about what we're doing. We'll do some kind of simple service thing right then and there, possibly some kind of training or something like that. So we'll be done by 9 o'clock that Friday. So Friday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's a 3 hour slot here at the church. Then you'll pick them up or go home, whatever the case is, and then come back Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Again, we won't have breakfast for them. We will not have breakfast, and that's one reason why we're starting at 9 rather than something like 7. So we're Saturday easy. We're going 9 to 9. And so there's a bunch of things that we're going to be doing today. Lunch and dinner will be provided on Saturday, and so then Saturday night you'll pick them up again at 9 o'clock. And then on Sunday, to keep it simple, we're starting around noon. Most students will probably be here at church anyway, so it's just, hey, stay here after church. We'll have lunch, and then we'll go do our thing. We will have dinner again that night, and then I think the last thing we'll have is some kind of debriefing. So I'll say this right now. It could change, but hey, parents, come back at like 6:30. If you can, and we'll do a whole debriefing for the weekend together with the parents, and then should be done by 7 o'clock. So just a 30-minute, hey, what was cool about this weekend? This is what we did, kind of thing. So Friday 6 to 9, 6 p.m. to 9. Saturday 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday is just after church, noon to 7 p.m. But come at 6:30 if you can be there for like a debrief kind of thing. All right, that is the weekend serve for you. Next is some feedback from you guys. There's some things that I'm looking for feedback from, and I haven't been getting a lot of it. And so please, if you can, make a note or something right here. I'm looking for feedback about the summer youth group in a box, Facebook, and a new idea that I have actually alluded to in the past, a couple months back. So first, especially for the June box, I want to make summer a little different for the youth group in a box. So if you have any ideas, we've usually been following the same kind of structure of having a scavenger hunt, challenges, and then a gift or something here. And one of those challenges is watching a Christian movie. So if we can change it up, I've been exhausting my ideas, so I'm looking for more. If you or your students have it, that we can do for multiple students. And since it's June, since it's the summer, I do want to have, again, as many students doing this as possible. The numbers have been going down every month, as expected, but I want summer to be another explosion in some way. But the tough thing right now is we're already at the end of May, and I need renewal cards, so I know who definitely is in and who I need to get special rewards and stuff to. But please give me ideas that you've heard or thought of yourself for Youth Group in a Box, something that we send home. And yeah, I'm looking for ideas. And speaking of looking for ideas, Facebook. So you've seen the schedule before. The Meme Monday, the Tool Tuesday, and then some kind of reminder sometimes for Wednesday nights. Often Thursdays like a throwback or a highlight kind of thing, or these updates. And then recent is the new Feedback Friday, just some interaction. So how do you think that this has been going? Should we keep going with this kind of structure? Should I dial it down a little bit or change it up? Again, if I know a lot of people might not be using Facebook as much, so if there's another platform that can try to hit everyone pretty regularly, again, I'm looking for any kind of feedback that you have about our communication platforms, and especially what I do within Facebook. But speaking of interaction, I had this idea of doing a parent book club, in a sense, but instead of just like, hey, everyone read this together, we could either do that, or we could just have different parents read different books and then kind of give in a sense, a book report. So I was thinking about how to incentivize this for you guys and be like, hey, if we have X amount of parents review a book, then we'll have this reward or something. I don't know. I've never even heard of something like that for incentivizing parents with those kind of things. It was just something in my mind because I would love to hear your perspectives on different things. So I thought at the same time, hey, if we could like share a resource from a good source, then I think that would be awesome. So I'm looking to possibly do some kind of parent book club or parent book report in a way starting next year. So again, give me some feedback about what you think about that idea. Whether that's, I have a whole list of books, by the way, that we can do this with. I have tons of books, and so don't worry about the content. I'm just wondering about what to do with that. So there you go. Finally, kind of going into the 2021/22 school year. Hopefully, things will be kind of back to normal. So I'm kind of operating on that assumption. But again, I'm at the same time thinking about, all right, what does need to change? Because I don't think just going back is necessarily the answer. Let's throw all these events and everything that we were doing. Let's throw it all back in, kind of thing. So I'm already kind of evaluating. Okay, what's going to change? But I do know one thing that is going to be changing is that youth group is going to be starting at seventh grade, not sixth grade. We're going to be seventh grade through 12th grade. And the big reasons for that is because Sunday school and Awana are going to be going through sixth grade, and so keeping things consistent within the ministries of that. But I've also been noticing a lot that seventh and eighth graders are vastly different than sixth graders, and so it's just a very different dynamic. So it's not. This is definitely not. I want to get sixth graders out. I just think the circles and the way the ministry is going here at First Baptist. I just feel like to best serve you and the students is to have it seventh grade through 12th grade, and at times seventh through ninth grade could be a quasi group. I'm not saying ninth graders or junior high don't read that. I'm just saying like that could be a potential grouping for different things. So that's the plan right now. Is that the Awana is going to go through sixth grade? Well, that is the plan, and so youth group will start at seventh grade. Um, so that's that. And then for the kickoff, Labor Day falls on a weird time this year, so kickoff is going to be probably on a weekend, um, at the end of August or the beginning of September. I haven't nailed down the date yet, but it's probably not going to be on a Wednesday night. It's probably going to be a weekend thing for all of youth groups. So hopefully we can get hype for that and get a lot of students and kick things off really well. But otherwise, for August, other than weekend serve for senior high, August is a time off. There's a lot of vacations going on. Usually that's when we take our vacation. But there's just a lot of things going on, and we need time to first of all, for a lot of people to take a break a little bit, but also to gear up for the next year. Not just planning and putting things together, but I'm going to be doing a lot of recruiting and training. August is my main time to do that, and honestly, it does stretch far into September. But that's what I'm going to be focusing August on, and that's our usual thing. We usually take almost all of August off. So other than the weekend serve, that's what's going on. So recap. I know it's been a longer one because it's the last one, so we gotta get it all in. We gotta take it in, breathe in, soak it in as much as we can. Like we're sunbathing on the beach or something. All right. I don't. I don't like the beach. So gather, game, and give. Sundays are senior high, 5 to 7. Mondays are junior high, 5 to 7, and that's in June and July. Weekend serve. The junior high is the weekend before VBS, so that's July 9th through the 11th. Senior high is the first full weekend of August, so that's August 6th through the 8th. And then I'm looking for ideas, feedback from you guys about the Youth Group in a Box, Facebook, and the possible parent book club. And then finally, for next year, we're going to be having 7th grade through 12th grade. August is going to be our time off, and we're still looking for when the kickoff is going to be. But again, this has been a crazy year. A lot of things have been shifting, and a lot of things have been difficult, but we've made it another year. Let's keep looking to Jesus, fixing our eyes on Him, and also doing all that we can to be aware of what's going on in our students' lives, to be involved, to not be overbearing, but have those honest and open conversations that lead to Jesus, this long going, ongoing conversation, not just the one hit here and there, but like it just keeps going. So let's listen, let's pray, and let's continue to support each other. And I thank you so much for all that you guys do for me, and of course for your students. You are the greatest thing that God has given to these students. So do well, go with God. Thank you for your prayers and support.